665 million pula to 11,410 million towards the secondary school programs. Mr. Speaker, as I conclude my remarks, I would like to thank honorable members for their fruitful deliberations during the past days of debates. Their guidance has depicted a true democratic governance which the government is committed to uphold. These insights have of course helped in shaping our collective vision to best serve this nation. Mr. Speaker, let me also acknowledge the strategic guidance from the National Planning Commission Advisory Council that is chaired by our Vice President, His Honor, 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗥𝗢𝗩𝗪, for their continued support and guidance during this process. I further extend my sincere gratitude to our development partners, international institutions, the business community, 𝗘𝗖𝗢𝗢𝗥𝗢𝗩𝗪, for their continued support and their proactive role in economic development. With those few words spoken, Mr. Speaker, I propose that the draft National Development Plan NDP 12 for the period of 2025-2026 to 2029-2030 be adopted with its related documents, that is the indicator framework, the PIP with a TEC of 388 billion pula, 269 million. I also move that the draft National Development Plan NDP 12 together with the amendments and contributions of Parliament be approved. I thank you, Mr. Speaker. I thank you, honorable members. God bless you all.
Order, honourable members. Honourable members, the question is that this Honourable House resolves that the draft National Development Plan NDP 12 be approved. Order, honourable members. Honourable members, the question is that this Honourable House resolves that the draft National Development Plan 12 NDP 12 be approved. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. On the contrary say no. The ayes have it, the ayes have it. The plan is approved. We go to the BETP. Order, honourable members. Let's go to the next item, clerk.
Approval of the Botswana Economic Transformation Program, BETP, motion.
Order, honourable members. Honourable members, the question is that this Honourable House resolves to approve the Botswana Economic Transformation Program, BETP, as a national framework for driving Botswana's economic transformation agenda and endorses the implementation of its proposed projects and legislative frameworks. Honourable members, I now call upon His Honor the Vice President and Minister of Finance to present. Your Honor, you have 30 minutes. Honourable members, please note that this debate initially had been allocated 8 hours, but I don't think that you'll be able, you'll go up to 8 hours. VP, you have 30 minutes to present and 30 minutes to respond. And then we will follow the template for the NDP debates time allocation. Your Honor, the Vice President.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. For decades, diamond revenues underpinned Botswana's economic success. They brought stability and prosperity, but also exposed weaknesses, including limited diversification, high unemployment, poverty, inequality, and fiscal pressures that now threaten sustainable growth. Botswana has never lacked sound policies or well-crafted programs. Our real challenge lies in execution. Too often, good ideas stall at implementation, hindered by weak coordination, delayed decisions, and limited accountability. Mr. Speaker, the Botswana Economic Transformation Program takes a bold step to reshape our economy for resilience, competitiveness, and inclusive growth. The program institutes a culture of clear priorities, ensuring that every project is both visionary and investment-ready. Our commitment is to long-termism policies that outlive political cycles and to progress measured by prosperity that endures. Mr. Speaker, BTEP was developed through a comprehensive diagnostic assessment, a strategic cabinet workshop, and multi-sectoral labs. We consulted with Parliament, district leaders, 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗢𝗙𝗎𝗍𝒑, the private sector, cooperatives, trade unions, and development partners. This all-of-government, all-of-stakeholders approach sets a new national delivery standard. It forges alignment for a nation moves furthest when it pulls in one direction. Through a call for ideas, government received 6,925 submissions from Botswana and the international community, underscoring the depth of creativity, ambition, and belief in Botswana's transformation agenda. We screened and prioritized proposals, then developed the strongest of them in the BETP labs. The labs were intensive working sessions that brought together government, industry, academia, and partners. Mr. Speaker, for 4 weeks, 250 to 300 participants worked tirelessly to refine and test project ideas, turning them into practicable, actionable solutions. Their discipline and teamwork capture the partnership spirit that defines BTEP as a true national effort. Mr. Speaker, some BTEP projects are not new. Government and private investors had previously planned and launched them, but progress stalled due to poor coordination, red tape, and limited capacity. Mr. Speaker, some projects are already operational and now seek to scale up their reach and deepen their impact. The BTEP also launches a new wave of bold initiatives to open new industries, attract investment, and position Botswana for lasting competitiveness in a fast-changing world. The BTEP aligns both new and ongoing efforts under one execution framework, one that drives focus, coordination, and accountability from start to finish. Mr. Speaker, projects such as the A1 highway upgrade, the Milk Valley Farm, and the digitalization ecosystem for payment systems and key government services are now moving forward after years of uncertainty. Mr. Speaker, each project has a clear owner accountable for results. 60% of BTEP projects are privately led and financed. The government's role focuses on facilitation and creating an environment where investment can happen efficiently. This facilitation, Mr. Speaker, includes resolving issues of land allocation, change of land use, business permits, market access, and cutting red tape. We replace the idea of and abandon, in quotes, with a culture of start, sustain, and finish. Mr. Speaker, the most important work begins now, not in approving projects, but in executing them well. For too long, we lacked sustained follow-through. The BETP fixes this through a dedicated secretariat that mechanizes BETP projects. The secretariat works with ministries, agencies, and private partners to remove obstacles in real time. The NDP 12 remains the enduring campus of our national ambitions and a framework through which each sector defines its path. The BETP in 10 serves as an engine of transformation by translating national priorities into executable high-impact investments. Mr. Speaker, we have collectively, as a people, crystallized our aspiration as a nation into what we now call the True North, a digitally enabled, export-led and diversified high-income economy where every citizen is employed, empowered, and fulfilled. The campus is our shared promise and is our constant light in the midst of change. Mr. Speaker, the BETP focuses on 6 economic sectors: tourism, agriculture, manufacturing, financial services / digitalization, energy / mining, and infrastructure. The 3 social priorities are healthcare, education, and social protection. Each sector has its own true north to align ambition with our national transformation vision. Alignment, Mr. Speaker, turns fragmentation into focus and focus into momentum. Mr. Speaker, each BETP project serves as a pathfinder, revealing where our systems work and where they must improve. The lessons drawn will inform practical reforms in areas such as land allocation, permits, business licensing, labor management, and others. Our goal is clear. No future project should face the same obstacles, so that investments can move with greater speed and certainty. Mr. Speaker, the BETP labs identified key reforms to improve the business environment. For example, BETP proposes amending the Energy Act to allow direct power purchase agreements and renewable energy trading. This will open the space for private sector participation in power generation, reducing costs and improving reliability. We also propose simplifying the Environmental Assessment Act with a faster, risk-based process for renewable energy projects. All of this to reduce delays while keeping high environmental standards. Mr. Speaker, even small adjustments like the updating of Agrochemicals Act to recognize organic inputs will help farmers access better markets and adopt sustainable practices. These reforms show that by making the right adjustments, focused, practical, fair, we can create an environment that works better for every investor and drives inclusive and lasting growth. Mr. Speaker, ministries, agencies, and the private sector have already discussed these reforms. Many are now ready for approval, while others need final refinement. This is a steady, practical progress. The goal is not to promise instant transformation, but to create a system that works better with each reform, one where investors and communities find clear rules, find efficient processes, and consistent follow-through. Mr. Speaker, In agriculture, we aim to build a sector that feeds our nation, that sustains rural incomes and drives exports. We will strengthen livestock value chains, expand commercial crops, and attract investment into high-value industries such as dairy and horticulture. 26 priority projects identified through the Agriculture Lab directly support these targets. These projects include the Botswana National Chili Export Value Chain, the mushroom production, Botswana's cotton production, moringa agriculture, based clusters, and large-scale hemp production. Mr. Speaker, during the BETP labs, government signed a memorandum of understanding with Hemp Innovations, a leader in hemp production, to fast-track development in this high-value sector. The project targets 500 million pula in investment and 6,000 jobs. Mr. Speaker, we will support agricultural projects through reforms in land facilitation, through technology adoption, and through digital cooperatives to modernize farming and improve productivity in the sector. Mr. Speaker, in the manufacturing sector, Botswana's industrial base will grow stronger and more diverse, anchored on three main pillars of light manufacturing, resource-based stroke heavy industry, and high-tech stroke sophisticated industry. 22 priority projects and initiatives were co-developed in the laboratories, which include projects such as the green battery metals refinery, fluids manufacturing, and clean mobility vehicle assembly that will position Botswana as a regional manufacturing center. Mr. Speaker, these projects rely on critical enablers, especially skills transformation. We are modernizing technical education to match industry demand and build capable, adaptable workforce to power new industries. Mr. Speaker, in financial services and digitalization, we are building the backbone of seamless, connected Botswana. By 2026, at least 90% of our citizens should be using our digitalized ecosystem and should be fully accessible online. Mr. Speaker, one of the early wins of the lab process includes the Citizen Wallet Initiative. By December 2025, clearing windows in the payment systems will be increased. Enhanced interoperability and seamless exchange of money between payment service providers will be in place. This will enable funds to move between banks and mobile wallets more seamlessly. Mr. Speaker, this reform improves cash circulation, helping businesses access funds faster and citizens transact more easily. It makes engagement with government modern and secure. Digital rails reduce friction, cut queues, and save time into productivity gains. Mr. Speaker, we are establishing the Botswana National Reinsurer to deepen our financial markets and strengthen resilience. BOTS-RE will retain local premiums, build national expertise in underwriting and actuarial management, and create skilled jobs in the financial services. This initiative will reduce dependency on foreign reinsurers and ensure that Botswana's money, skills, and financial security work for Botswana and Botswana citizens. This should fuel confidence in our economy and support long-term growth. Mr. Speaker, infrastructure drives efficiency and competitiveness when it is reliable, scalable, and well-maintained. Under the BETP, we are building Botswana to compete and connect. 26 priority projects, including the A1 highway upgrade, the North-South rail corridor, and the operationalization of special economic zones, anchor this agenda and attract new investment in industrialization. Mr. Speaker, together these projects expand trade access, cut logistic costs, and strengthen Botswana's role as a regional transport and investment hub. Mr. Speaker, Botswana strengthens its position as Africa's leading destination for authentic and inclusive experiences. 21 priority projects such as the Cableway and opulent Film City now move forward after years of delay. We are supporting them with reforms in visa processing, destination marketing, and talent pipeline development. These projects will create new jobs for Botswana, especially our young talent. These projects will diversify tourism products and ensure that our communities benefit more from our tourism growth. Mr. Speaker, in energy and mining, our transformation powers both industry and opportunity. We aim to expand energy capacity tenfold by 2036, positioning Botswana as a regional exporter of energy. Projects such as the Hala Energy solar plant, the Karoo oil refinery, and the AfriLink hydrogen development will place Botswana at the forefront of clean energy investment. Mr. Speaker, in mining, we are expanding non-diamond exports by new processing plants such as the manganese plant, copper and iron ore refineries, and the National Mineral Asset Registry, which will improve transparency and investor confidence. Mr. Speaker, in healthcare, we are building a modern, self-sustaining system that expands access, that improves efficiency, and reduces reliance on public funding. Our aim is to increase universal health coverage by at least 36% by 2036, to modernize health infrastructure through close collaboration and injection of private sector investment and expertise. These will be supported by advancements in health systems that strengthen patient care and emergency response. Mr. Speaker, in education, we are preparing Botswana for the digital and knowledge-based economy. By 2030, the national pass rates are aimed to improve significantly, in line with global performances. Primary school leaving examination to 90%, junior certificate examination to 60%, and Botswana General Certificate of Secondary Education to 60% from the current levels. An important part of readying our young people for the workplace is the Skills for Industry program, which will place young people in vocational and professional training. Mr. Speaker, in social protection, we aim to ensure that every vulnerable citizen has a fair chance to succeed. The sector will expand coverage by 13.9% and improve efficiency through a digital social protection system that delivers support faster and more accurately. We are shifting from welfare dependency to empowerment, which will help and guide Botswana to move from social assistance to sustainable development. Mr. Speaker, the Botswana Economic Transformation Program will reshape the foundation of our economy. All job creation, investment, and economic indicators in this report are drawn exclusively from the successful execution of 186 identified projects and initiatives under the Botswana Economic Transformation Program. These figures represent conservative yet credible baselines, grounded in tangible initiatives that are ready, Mr. Omlu, for implementation. Mr. Speaker, through full execution, the program will, over a period of 10 years, exclusively this program, mobilize 514 billion pula in cumulative investment. It will unlock new industries and revitalize existing ones, creating over 512,000 jobs. It will bring opportunity and dignity to households across every district. It will lift Botswana's gross national income per capita to $15,730 by 2036. This will place our nation firmly within the ranks of high-income economies. The cumulative investment and the job forecasts in this case are those solely linked or associated with the BTP projects. Mr. Speaker, I wish to emphasize that these are not theoretical forecasts. They are anchored on 186 verified projects with defined baselines, with milestones and accountability measures. Each project represents a direct link between ambition and achievement. Mr. Speaker, effective transformation requires strong governance and coordination. The BTP introduces a structured delivery mechanism to ensure accountability at every level. The President of the Republic of Botswana and the Vice President provide strategic oversight on BTP's progress and steer on high-level cross-ministerial issues. Mr. Speaker, the Ministry of Finance houses BTP Secretariat to mechanize BTP priorities and projects. At each ministry, a coordination team manages the delivery of sectoral projects and reports on a weekly basis to the BTP